Oh, yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right, you guys, let's just jump in because I don't want to keep you all night, but I just threw this together and I think it's going to be really good. So tonight, what we've been doing is just taking parts of the Bat Tracker and breaking them down for you guys, just to kind of like, hi, Marissa, focus on the road, but hi, I see you. I'm like starting to see your faces. But just to kind of like take the Bat Tracker and just simplify it for you guys, because at the end of the day, it's just seriously adding, connecting, inviting, and following up. That's all coaching is. It should be fun. It shouldn't be stressful. You guys shouldn't get to the inviting piece and be like, oh my God, I can't invite, or I don't know how to connect. So what we've been doing is, this is our second call now. We did inviting and now we're on connecting, and I hope they're helpful for you guys. So I'm going to share my screen. Tell me if you guys can see this. Can you guys see that? Okay, nod. Okay, cool. All right, so let's connect. So I'm going to just give you some, like walk you guys through some of my top tips about literally what I do. Again, what I do might not work for you, but it can help you maybe, and you can tweak it to make it your own, as this business is all about finding your own way to do things, right? And then at the end, we're gonna try it out and we're gonna practice. So you can tell I used to be a teacher. So first we're gonna learn and then we're gonna put it into action. Okay, so first and foremost, you guys, is you should be creating your color wheel. So I wrote, your color wheel is who are you, right? So if you don't have this, I can send it to you. But honestly, if you just want to grab a notebook, paper, and just, I wrote 8 to 10 things. So I am going to challenge you. So if you haven't done this, maybe you've been coaching, you're brand new, maybe you've been coaching 3 years and you're still like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what this is. That's fine. That's why we're here. But I want you to write 8 to 10 things that make you you, that do not have anything to do with Beachbody. Nothing. Do not put Beachbody on there. Do not do 21 Day Fix. Nothing. There's no Beachbody right now when you're doing your color wheel, and I'll tell you why. So we wrote, one of the best ways to be successful as a new coach is just to be yourself. At the end of the day, I get so passionate, I'm already screaming. At the end of the day, people aren't signing up with Beachbody. They are signing up with you. So I know sometimes it's intimidating and you're watching these coaches that are successful and you're like, I need to be like them. No, you don't, right? You have to be yourself, because that's how people are attracted to you. That's how you relate. That's how you keep these connections going. That's how you build a team. Just be you. And that's like the best part about coaching, is you're just yourself. So you have to be yourself. So I gave some examples. I am a girl mom. I'm a military wife. I'm a wine lover. This was when I was postpartum. I don't think that counts anymore. She's 1.5 years. I love anything outside. And I am like a huge Real Housewives of Orange County, like Netflix type, like love the reality TV shows, like The Annoying. I love those shows, right? So no Beachbody on there, right? And we even gave it examples. Personal, I mean, you could do a personal trainer. I feel like you're going to attract a lot of Beachbody coaches, but like, do you love pizza? Like, are you a food animal lover? And then what you're going to do is, you guys, you're going to take your color wheel. So don't do it now. Again, I'm going to share all this, but the whole point of this is, these are the types of people, hashtags, pages, followers that you're going to connect with, because this is you, right? This is your avatar. This is someone you have something in common with. So before we get going, that's our first step. Number 2, I wrote, the most important, if you take away nothing from this call, the most important tip of this call is, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is our job, people who will come to your page, they already know what you're doing. They don't have to guess. They don't have any idea what you're talking about. They know you have something to offer them. If you're doing what we as coaches do, if you're following the Bat Tracker, you're showing up every day. If you're not, that's why coaching sucks. I'm going to be honest with you. That's why coaching's hard. That's why nothing's getting done, because you're bringing people into your page and they're staring at your page and they're like, I have no idea what she does. And then it's hard to invite them. So I even wrote in parentheses, I'm always asking myself, what does my top 9 look like? If I were to go to my Instagram right now and screenshot my top 9 photos, is there anything coaching in there? Is there coaching? Is there community? All the things that make me me. Does it show that I'm a mom? Does it show that I love wine? Like, all of my color reels, is that showing? Is my brand showing in my Instagram? Or am I coming in on a Monday and then not coming back till the end of the month or the week, right? Do you guys kind of see what I'm saying? I can't see all of you, so hopefully it makes sense. But you should always be asking yourself, and screenshot it and send it to your success partner, or me, or Dylan, whoever your upline is. We're here to help you. So if you're ever kind of like, I don't know if my page looks okay, just screenshot your top 9. and send it, and we will audit it for you. Your friends will audit it for you. But that's something I do on the daily. Like every couple days, I'm always going back to my Instagram. If someone were to come to my page and I were to invite them, would they be completely blown away or thrown off by what I'm offering them? The answer is no, right? Because I'm very consistent with what I do on my story and my Instagram. But so that's the most important tip. Okay. Now, these are my top 3 ways to connect. Again, make them your own. So we have our color wheel. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to take one of those things, and I'm just going to give an example. I'm a military wife, right? So you can, these are your 3 different things you can do. You can go to a brand, something from your color wheel, and you're going to go, this gets confusing. You're going to go follow the followers from those pages from your color wheel. Does that make sense? So you're going to go to this page, you're going to click on their followers. Again, you don't need to spend hours doing this. And you're just going to click on the followers and you're going to kind of scroll through. You can see kind of little bubbles. I don't judge anyone. I'm kind of like, oh, okay. Oh, yep. Oh, okay. And then I'm just going to add. If they're private, cool. I'm adding, right? You can also search hashtags. So I don't know why this popped in my mind. Wino, red wine lover, like something. I can type in the hashtag red wine lover. Who's going to come up? All women that love wine. My friends, like my best friends. These are all people that I'm like, yes, me too. And then lastly, you guys go to a bigger page. This is what I do all the time. I go to a bigger page. Again, we'll go back to military wife. I will go to like a military deployment, or it's something as easy as The Bachelor. Go to like, I don't watch it anymore, so I'm really out of date, but let's say like whoever, Chris is The Bachelor, and you go to Chris's page and you click on a picture, go through the likes. Those always have thousands and thousands of likes. Even if it has 100 likes, that's perfect. Click on the likes. Again, start scrolling through the likes and the comments. Okay. If you guys have questions, drop them in the chat because I can't see. But this is all I do. So I'm either following followers from my color wheel, I'm searching hashtags, or my go-to, I won't lie, is I always go to a page and click a picture. I feel like it's easy, does not take a ton of time, always a ton of people to connect with. And then once that's done, right from the beginning, you're already connecting on something. You have something in common with these people. So what I also will start doing is I will tag. So let's say you just had a baby and you're looking for like a stroller, or you just got this brand new stroller, or Chelsea's drinking water, but like you just tried Aquafina for the first time and you're like, oh my God, Aquafina is amazing. And you tag the companies in your stories. A lot of times, you guys, companies will reshare your tag. So if you're wearing, maybe not like a huge company like Nike, worth a try, but if you ever tag a product that you like, right, and you tag them, a majority of the time, these companies want to get their stuff out, they will reshare that. So that's another little fun tip and trick about how you can bring people to your page as well, right? So you're connecting with these people, you have something in common. And then a fun little tip would be to tag the product. Always tag the product, no matter what it is. If your kid's eating goldfish, tag freaking goldfish in your story. Goldfish is going to share you. Who's going to come to your page? Probably toddler moms, right? And then you're going to connect because they have came to your page. So that's my other tip. Okay. Woo! Where'd it go? Okay. See what you're about. Ooh, sorry. Okay. So now we're going to connect with them. So we have, I want to make sure I didn't skip anything. Oh my God, you have your color wheel. Sorry, this is crazy. You have your color wheel and we've gone to a page. So don't do it now because we're going to practice together. Okay, so I just went to this military website. I clicked on a picture. I found a profile, right? So let's just say, again, I'm not like investigating. I'm simply just kind of like doing a little skim, like, would I connect with this person? Well, one, probably because we're both on this military website. I'm going to click on their page. This is totally up to you. You can do the whole 3, 2, 1, like, comment, nothing against that, you guys. I don't do that, me personally, but you can like a few pictures. I will go watch their story because people on their stories, that's how you can relate to them the most. And then you always want to send them a direct message asking a question. Okay. Me personally, because I know someone's going to ask, I'll go to someone's page, I'll watch their story, and I always send a message. I don't think it's a waste of time, but I'm more into like the deep connections. Like liking pictures is great. If I can get in your DMs and we can chat back and forth, that's what I love to do. I love talking to people all day long. Like I'd rather do that than be like, okay, I need to go like 3 pictures. Okay, I need, like, it's just like, nope, I'm on their page. I'm already in their DMs. So Your question needs to be nothing related to Beachbody. Absolutely nothing related to Beachbody, because you're at their page, you have something in common with them, and now you're opening an invite for them to check out your page and see what you're about. So a prime example would be, I can give a couple. If you're not a mom, I'm sorry, like I am, so this is just easy and comes to my head, but something to be like, hey girl, I'm a military wife. So like, hey girl, I saw you were a military wife. Where are you guys stationed? That's it. Or, hey, I stumbled across your page. And I'll even be honest, like, hi, I'm super creepy. I found you on this military Instagram and I wanted to say, hi, I saw you guys were stationed at Hawaii. I've never been, or something like, but I'm not being weird. I'm not being fake, because I'm genuinely a military wife and I'm asking them. Or, hey girl, like I saw you just had a baby too. And you also have 2 kids. How old are they? Nothing Beachbody, nothing. I'm not messaging them anything cold. I'm not being salesy. I'm not being gross. I'm simply just starting a conversation, and it should be natural, you guys, because you should already have something in common with them. I hope that makes sense. So anything, oh my gosh, I stumbled across your page on this Wine for Mamas. It's like a really fun Instagram. I saw you do, what's your favorite wine? Are you a red girl or a white girl? Like something, however you talk, right? That's going to get your conversation going. And the whole time you're in these DMs and making connections, they're coming to your page. And if you're doing your job, you're going to notice, I'm going to say that until I'm blue in the face, you don't have to feel gross and yucky and be like, when can I? And that's the big thing I get. Well, how long do I wait till I invite them? When can I invite them? What's too soon? It's like, you shouldn't have to even worry. I don't worry about that. I don't document, okay, I just messaged Chelsea on March 29th. I'm going to invite her April 2nd. Like, I don't even do that, because I'm already doing my job. They've already came to my page. I don't have to worry and stress about the time I added her, how long we've connected, when can I invite, because I'm already doing my job. And that's when the invite's going to come, right? So like a few pictures, you can go comment, go watch their story, but always send them a direct message asking a question. And it can be anything. Hey girl, stumbled across your page. I saw you like The Bachelor too. Where are you from? That's it. It's not weird. It's not overthinking. People are nice. Instagram and social media is what people are all about right now, with the community virtual. It's not weird, right? I've even messaged private accounts. That's okay. And I've gotten some like, I'm not a military wife, and I'm like, oh, my bad, I just saw you on this page. Where are you from? Like, and they'll still like, will you get people that are rude? Maybe, but that's okay. Like, their profile's private. I can't see it. I'll even say that. Oh, sorry, I just saw your bubble. Like, I have no idea. You're not a mom? Oops. Okay. Do you want to be a mom? No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, okay, moving on. All right. So combos. So you're still connecting, right? So now we have our color wheel. We went to a page. We're in their DMs. Your conversation should hopefully still be going, right? Because you do have something in common with. I will be honest, I do a lot more of the keeping it going, like the asking of the questions, engaging on their stories, because that's just me and my personality. And I'm very much just kind of like I'll do more of the like connecting piece. Unless the conversation is completely like just me, then I'm over it, right? Like, I'm done. I'm not going to continue. It's obviously not going anywhere. But hey, guess what? If they came to my page and they're following me, that's awesome. Down the road, maybe they'll be interested in what I'm doing or what I have to offer. But right now, I'm not going to just keep asking, right? Like, because you will get those. Like, where are you from? Florida. How many kids do you have? 2. Okay. Do you like wine? No. Okay. So it's like, we have nothing in common. So I'm going to like move along. But sometimes the conversations will die off, and that's okay, because you're still doing what you should be doing, right? So they're still going to be watching you. They're still going to be hopefully following along, and they're in your Insta stories. So if they are, this is where you can invite from your connections, you guys. So I wrote, your invite will be super natural because the conversation has hopefully been going. So hopefully it's been kind of going back and forth. If it has stopped, because conversations stop, right? People are busy, we're all doing things, but they're still kind of watching you. Maybe they're like like every now and then liking a photo, they're on your stories, or they're in your followers. You are open game to still invite them completely, because it's not cold. Inviting your followers is okay. So let's say you have this conversation and it kind of died off and there's nothing going on. Well, one, you've still connected with them over something. So you can go back, even if the conversation's dead, and just say like, sorry, Chelsea, you're like the second one on my screen. Like, hey, Chelsea, I saw you followed along on my stories yesterday. Is the Shaun T program I talked about something you're interested in? That's still okay. And you'll be surprised how many conversations will pick right back up, and they'll be like, oh, And sometimes they're not. And that's okay too, you guys, because if they don't want any part of what you're doing, they're going to unfollow you. If they stick around and watch you and you're still doing what you should be doing as a coach, they're interested, right? Maybe now is not their time, and that's okay, but you're still connecting with them. And I also get people that ask me, well, how do I keep track of these people? Well, one, because you shouldn't be writing everyone down that you connect with, but one, your conversation should be going. So your DM should constantly be having messages from these people. Two, I will, if it's someone that I like, which AKA my entire team, if I like really, I think she's on here. I'm going to call her out in a second. I thought I saw her. Maybe not. One of my Destiny was one of my new coaches. She just is on. Her and I literally just connected on Instagram, have like a ton in common. That's like a conversation that even if it kind of died off, I would make a note on my piece of paper, like, okay, Destiny's freaking cool. Like we connect, you know what I'm saying? Like it just, those are types of conversations because you want your team, you want your challengers to be people you connect with and have things in common with and have fun with, right? So you can, if there is someone that you're also like, she'd be really good at coaching just by looking at her page, or she would be really fun to have on in my challenge groups, that's someone that you could make like a note, right? So then you kind of know to go back, and maybe the conversation died off, but they're still following along, you can go invite them. Okay. Before we put it into action, because we have 10 minutes, does anyone have any questions about any of that? I can't see you. So if you do, unmute yourself. Let me look. No? Yes. Okay, hold on. Do you check out their page before you add them? Me personally, yeah. So sometimes, but honestly, I don't like discredit anyone, if that makes sense. Like if it's like a college, someone in college, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not adding her, because there was something that I had in common with them. Like maybe they're a military girlfriend, or maybe they do something. So unless it's someone that I'm like, not trying to be mean, like creepy, or just like something I literally have nothing in common with, I'm not sure why they were on this page, I will not. But usually I will totally just kind of look and then go. But that's the thing. I've had some of my coaches spend like hours doing this, and it's like, you don't have to investigate these people. Just literally start a conversation and just keep going. So I would literally set a timer and see how many, which we're going to do in a second, how many people can you add in 10 minutes? Because again, you have something in common with them. So it should be super easy to connect with them. After connecting, what's an example invite you would say if they are following you but not watching your stories? Or like, I just say, hey, I saw you in my followers, just wanted to reach out. If, are the workouts and coaching opportunity I'm always sharing about something you're interested in? That's how I invite my followers. Like, hey, saw you in my followers list. You can even ask, like, or leave it kind of open-ended. So, hey, I saw you in my followers. If the workouts and coaching opportunity I'm always sharing about is something you're interested in, definitely let me know. Love to send information. Or you can just be very blunt and just say like, hey, saw you in my followers, just wanted to reach out and say hi. Are you interested in the workouts and coaching community I'm always sharing about? And they will say yes, they will say no. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the thing, is you have to get over, and you have to, not you, Kaylee, but in general, like you guys can't overthink inviting your followers because they're following you, right? It's different when you go to a page and you're trying to connect with someone and you've never talked to them. You can't invite, that's hard to invite someone. You don't know anything about them. But if they're on your page and they're in your followers, that's, to me, is open, totally fair game. So, okay, let's put it into practice because we have 10 minutes and then we can walk through. So what we're going to do is I'm going to challenge you guys right now for fun to drop in the chat one thing that makes you that is not Beachbody related. So go. Who are you? Drop in the chat one thing that makes you, because then you can bet you know what we're going to do with that. Mom, dog mom, mom of boys. Ooh, true crime. Yep. Aunt, girl mom. New dog mom. See? Oh, and another thing while we're doing this, dog moms, I meant to say this too. Yes. Teacher, Christian, fur mom, 3 under 3, mill spouse. You guys, also, I meant to write this, and I meant that's why I write everything, because I'll forget. What phase of life are you in? That's huge, right? So what phase of life, that can also go on your color wheel. So if you're engaged, right? Like if you just got married, if like me, we're house hunting. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe how many people messaged me when we were house hunting. One, I'm like, I don't even know if they're being nosy, if they're genuinely wanting to know what's going on. Like they were like so into our house hunting that I'm like, But I mean, it's like a phase of life we're in. We're house hunting. Like that's the thing. So think about what phase of life you're in. Yeah. Newly married. Maybe you've been married. Maybe you're celebrating the anniversary. Maybe like all of the different phases of life. Maybe you're trying to get pregnant. Maybe you're going through infertility. Yep. There we go. Like all of these things, those are people that you can connect with. And those, you guys, I get like excited because those are the best conversations. Like when you can find someone that you connect with, like, oh my gosh, you're house hunting? How freaking stressful is it? Oh my God, your 3-year-old is a psycho? Mine too. Like, what are we doing? Like, those are the coolest conversations because they are so natural and flowing versus being like, hi, like I'm a Beachbody coach. I'm running a challenge group and it's like crickets. Well, obviously it's crickets, right? So, okay. Deer hunter, farmer's wife, love it. Okay. What I want you to do is whatever you typed in the chat, I want you to go on your Instagram. So we're all going to get on our phones. Hopefully you're not on it on this call. And you're going to, like I said, I will scroll back up for you. Go follow, go search a hashtag, go to a bigger page and click the likes or comments or go to their followers. And we are literally going to do this for like, I'm going to set a timer for 2 minutes. So search any of the things that you guys dropped in the chat while I'm talking your ear off. And then I'm going to set a timer and you're just going to go from one of the following: followers, hashtags, or likes and comments. And you're going to start adding people from that Instagram. Does that make sense? So I'm going to set a timer really quick.
Do you usually like try to stay more like with girls, or do you reach out to guys too? Or
me personally, I have like a couple of my high school friends that are like just now realizing I'm a Beachbody coach 3.5 years in. I'm like, yep, I have been doing that. But since they are like my high school friends, like I don't think it's weird. But yeah. I haven't actually, like, I personally don't like reach out to men. If I get like a lot of like, I just am weird with like me personally. If I get like a lot of people will be like, oh my God, your daughter's cute, I block them because I'm like, okay. And now in today's world, I'm like, nope.
Okay. Because that's why I wanted to do like a different page, because so I'm this crazy mom that I know some of my boys' hats or whatever has like where we live, and I don't want anyone to know like where I am. Right. So I even like whenever I talk my stories, I try to cover like my work clothes, like
or you can even tag like different locations. Like so we're in Massachusetts, so I always am tagging like places that aren't necessarily in my like Boston and like different places.
Yeah.
But there's a couple people on here I know. Brittany was on here. I don't know where she went. That they have guys. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have guys, and we have groups that are guy affiliated. But me personally, my target is not guys. My target is like women in the phase of life I'm in.
And then like, how do you deal with? Like I had someone already like message, hey, how you doing? And I'm instantly like block. Like, how do you get past, like, do you get like a lot of negative messages too, and do you just like block them, or like how do you deal with the trolls, I guess you could say?
Well, don't ask me, ask Dylan, because she's way nicer than I am if she's still on here. Don't ask me. So I get a lot of like when it comes to guides and stuff, honestly, like I just delete, like I'll just delete it or block them. Honestly. And then if I've only gotten like trolls and stuff when it comes to like my like wine reels, like some of them, and they don't actually like DM me, but I will get like comments. And honestly, like you just have to block and move on. But I don't really, a lot of people won't like direct message me and be like butt heads to me. It's like kind of like comments, and they're on my reels. And that's when reels became big. And I think people were thinking reels were real. And you know what I'm saying? So they were like, oh my God, you're an alcoholic mom, you're a kid. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I don't get like, I don't get like DMs. But if I were to, I would probably try to not engage and block, but that's really hard for me to say. But you'll just keep blocking and move on. Yeah, block everyone. It's fine. Okay, you guys. So because we're short on time and I don't want to keep you all night. So you've went through, right? You've just added. What you can do, hopefully you have been doing too. Let's just say you added 5 people. Okay, what you're going to do now is you can do the Krista and you can just go straight to the DMs and send them a message. Or if you want to, go and like a couple pictures and then watch their story and kind of engage on their story. It's up to you. Again, I know that sometimes if I get someone that likes like 15 of my photos, I'm like, what do they want? You know what like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hello, versus that's why I personally am just like, I'd rather just shoot you a message and talk to you. Like, I love connecting with people. So that's your different approach. However, again, you guys, this is just my tips and how I connect. It does not mean that's how you have to. It doesn't mean that you won't be successful if you aren't. It's what works for me, and it's my personality. Do you? If you are more of a, I want to like a couple pictures, I'm going to comment on a couple pictures, and then I'm going to send a message, that's great, right? Do that. But you have to find what works for you. But at the end of the day, you need to be sending them a direct message and asking them a question. So what I'm going to challenge you to do right now, I know it's scary, is any of the people that you just added, I'm going to challenge you to send them a direct message. So why did you add that person? That's what you're messaging them, right? So I stumbled across your page. Oh my gosh, you can even lie. You came up on my suggested. That's the thing I say too. You came up on my suggested. I just wanted to say hi. Like, where are you from? They don't know. They could have came up with my suggested, but it's because I have something in common. I'm not just like sending this to anyone. You know, whatever brought you, and that's what you have to remember moving forward when, and I will obviously say you have the recording and I'm going to send this. Good, Chelsea. See, your vibe attracts your tribe. I lost my train of thought. Is when you're messaging them, just ask a question and ask yourself, why am I on this person's page? That's the type of message. Why am I on this person's page? How do I connect with them? That's how your original message should be. And don't say you don't need to talk about Beachbody. You don't, because you should already be doing your job. You don't have to bring up Beachbody ever until obviously they're on your stories. They're still liking your photos. They're in your followers. Then you can invite them, right? But I hope this helps you, because that should take away, like, I'm not kidding you. I love connecting with people. This is like my jam with my power hour. This is my favorite part, because I'm not stressing about, oh my gosh, okay, now I have to invite. It's like, I don't have to do that because I'm already doing my job. I'm just following the backtracker. That's it. So anyone that's coming to my page, if they like what they see, they're going to stick around. If not, that's okay. Like, everyone's not our people, right? So it's just you being yourself. I know, Yami, I didn't know you were on. I can't see anyone. I see 5 people. So hi. But okay, so that is all I have for you. Again, you guys, I don't want to keep you all night. But we do have a couple minutes. So do you guys have any questions? Can I help with anything? Can I go over anything else? Does that help you? Does that make sense? What do we have? Unmute yourselves, because I honestly cannot see all of you. You're so welcome. I'm going to stop sharing. There we are. Okay. No questions? Does it make sense? Lindsay, did that help you? You're new.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm just going to call you out.
Yeah, super, super helpful, because I've always been trying to figure out, how do I get more people, engaged with my account. So this is definitely helpful. I'm going to Instagram stalk a bunch of people tonight, I think.
I love it. I love it. Love it. I love it. Holly, I see you too. Yeah. And I mean, you guys, and that's like the thing too, is like, if you notice, it's all, see, we have 10 minutes, it's running. It's going to kick us off. This is a great way to get people to come to your page, right? So that's what a lot of us struggle with too, is it's the same people. It's the same people, but it shouldn't be the same people. Like, you shouldn't only have 20 people watching your stories if you're doing this, because now you're constantly bringing in those new eyes and those new people, right? And that's what I'm saying. If they stick around, those can be your people. If they don't, that's okay. Because this is what I do every single day, you guys. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I get up and I'm doing my follow-ups, and then I'm doing my invites, and I'm connecting. Like, that's it. And you'll get to a place where it's like, you're going to love connecting with people because you have something to connect with. It's not that like weird, gross, cold message you've never talked to them. So I will definitely share this recording. I will definitely share, Dylan, I don't know if you're still on. I will send it to you, and you guys can just keep this like PowerPoint, write down write down the tips, and then go connect. But my biggest piece of advice is, when I'm at like adding people, I immediately send a message. Immediately. Like, I promise you, me personally, that just saves me so much time, right? So let's just say I have 15 minutes and I just added 10 people. I've also just started 10 conversations. That's it. I'm not sending hundreds of these, right? Like it could be something as simple as 5. So I just added 5 new people. I just have 5 new conversations. Tomorrow morning, that's hopefully 5 new connections I just made. So if you're not doing this, that's why you're seeing the same people on your stories. That's why you're running out of people in the invite. So I hope this helps you guys.
Hey, Krista, I was going to say really quick too, when you look at the people that you're adding, like if you're adding people that like to post or something, you should be able to see if they have, you guys may already know this, but like their pink circle around their picture, that tells you right away, like obviously then they're active on Instagram, and that's people you want are the ones that are active. And so add those people, the ones that have a pink circle, like literally click on their profile picture, send them a message, and then swipe back to the last screen, and then keep going. They have a pink circle, respond to their story, and then swipe back to the next screen. Makes it really quick.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. Okay, everyone that doesn't have a screen, I'm not going to call you out, but if you want to come back, we are going to do a boomerang. There we are. There we go. Look, there we go. There we go. I'm going to stop recording. Nobody wants to